Good afternoon, Mike Jones, City of Fredericksburg. We're here again to talk a little bit about what's going on with COVID-19 and some things that have come up recently related to the virus and the Commonwealth of Virginia. Let's do the statistics real fast today. In the Health District, we'll post the United States statistics and the Virginia statistics in our written report. Up to 629 total cases. That's an increase of 34 since yesterday. But again, testing has ramped up, and we're starting to see more testing in the Commonwealth. Anywhere between 5,000 and 10,000 tests a day are starting to be able to be done. 308 total cases in Stafford, 206 in Spotsylvania, 36 in King George, and 34 in Caroline. The city remains steady overnight, no additional increased cases, so we're still at 45. Still only 11 deaths in the Health District, which is good news. And the total number of positive cases versus total number of cases or total number of tests taken altogether is still remaining flat at 16% for the Commonwealth and around 13% for the Health District. So anytime you can get those numbers to stay the same or flatten or even decrease, that's a good idea and a good way to go. And we're still starting to see that downward trend with the numbers that the governor was talking about yesterday, leading to some things we'll talk about here in a little bit. We do have 2 outbreaks in the Health District, one in King George County and one in Spotsylvania. All those people have been identified. They are being quarantined or isolated and everything like that. The Health District has done the proper contact tracings and is notifying those people that have the potential for exposure. So they're taking care of that. As of this morning, we have 25 people in the local hospitals with positive COVID tests being taken care of there. Let's talk a little bit about what happened yesterday. Governor Northam talking about possibly, he did extend Executive Order 53 for 1 week, but he's talking about removing Executive Order 53 as of the 15th of May. If he does do that, then the non-essential businesses that were basically shuttered or made too difficult to open up will be allowed to come back into operation, provided that they use the proper social distancing and follow the other guidelines that will be released. Having said that, the city leaders are working on a plan and developing that to be able to reopen city government in the future. Services will continue to be provided now by telephone and by electronic means. So if you need to get a hold of us, by all means, we're available by telephone or other electronic means to conduct any business that needs to be done. We also have drop boxes for your utility bills and things like that. The plan to reopen is going to be a very measured, phased-in approach, and it's going to be based on data and based on focusing on providing service to our community while keeping the health and safety of our city employees and the public at the forefront. So we've got to make sure that we keep a well workforce, that we keep them available for you, and we've got to make it safe so that when the time comes in the future for you to be able to access city buildings, that you feel safe coming there and that our employees are well and capable of working with you. As the plan is produced, we will share it with you so that you know our intentions and how we plan to move forward. And eventually, sometime later, we will get to the point where we have our buildings fully open to the general public. Right now, they're closed, and they'll remain closed for a period of time. We're also looking at other items out there. We know that once the governor releases his guidance on these businesses, hair salons, gymnasiums, other businesses that have kind of been shut down for that period of time, that there's going to be certain requirements. And we're researching and developing some helpful hints and some guidance for those businesses, basically to determine occupant loads and also to determine how you can properly social distance. Just some recommendations. You're going to have to actually be the final person of your business to make those calls on that, but we hopefully will have something available within the next week to 10 days so that when you're ready to go back in business, you'll be able to sit there and look at your square footage that you have and determine how many people you can have there, and based off of the 6-foot social distance, how many people can be in there and what can be done. And again, all this depends on the actual guidance we get from the governor's office later this week, but we're in the process of putting those plans together. We want to be proactive rather than reactive. Again, if you have any questions about anything related to city government, we're always available during normal business hours, 540-372-1010 or www.fredericksburgva.gov. We'll talk again soon. Thank you.